Is Art the Clown poised to make some artful nods to previous horror classics in Terrifier 3? The answer is yes, and the most obvious of them all has fans screaming for joy. Yes, Art the Clown is returning to wreak havoc again in the upcoming Terrifier 3, and he's feeling festive this time around. The new movie takes place over the holiday season, and let's just say that Art doesn't come bearing gifts.
Who's this Santa? He's scaring my kid.
Yeah, he's scaring me too.
The evil menace is paying homage to some of the horror icons who came before him, as the blood-soaked trailer for director Damien Leone's threequel features a nod to Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. And yes, it's a tribute to the scene you're probably thinking about. The moment in question occurs toward the end of the trailer, where we see Art poking his head through a gap in a door that was destroyed by a sharp object earlier in the teaser. This is reminiscent of the famous, and totally improvised, scene in The Shining where Jack Nicholson's Jack Torrance chops through a door with an axe, pokes his smiling face through and shouts,
"Here's Johnny!"
Turns out The Shining isn't the only callback to classic horror that's shown in the Terrifier 3 trailer. For example, the scene where we see emotionless Art the Clown sitting in a chair in the attic is lifted straight from Bob Clark's seminal slasher Black Christmas, which is rather fitting since Terrifier 3 is all about Yuletide terror. Elsewhere, we see the villain running around with a chainsaw in a way that would make Leatherface proud. These homages haven't been lost on fans, many of whom are vocal about their excitement on social media. One ex-user highlighted some of the aforementioned nods to horror's past, writing, "Terrifier 3 is using Black Christmas and The Shining references. I love it!" This appreciation for Stanley Kubrick's classic was echoed by another user who added, "A Shining nod. You go, Art!" Meanwhile, another ex-user noted that the Terrifier 3 trailer is actually a smorgasbord of horror references, noting additional homages to Silent Night, Deadly Night, Pieces, and Psycho. All of this makes Terrifier 3 seem like it's going to be a good time at the movies, but even the most desensitized horror fans should probably brace themselves for a nightmare-inducing experience, especially considering how Terrifier 2 became instantly infamous for making people sick in theaters. Has Damien Leone hinted that he's going to try and one-up his own stomach-churning ultra-violence with this newest installment? The answer is probably yes, but we don't know for sure. All we know is that he told the playlist that he wants to subvert people's expectations and return to the franchise's sinister roots. After saying that he tried to capture the same vibe as A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors for Terrifier 2, he's more interested in going back to the basics this time around, all while continuing the narrative. He explained, "We're still going to follow Sienna and her brother on their journey. We'll see how they responded to this insane trauma, this insane event that's happened to them. I want to go back tonally more to Terrifier 1. The first one was grittier, darker, more simplistic, a more retro slasher film." He continued, "I like the checks and balances. I like to keep Art the Clown first and foremost terrifying, sadistic, and mean. Hopefully Terrifier 3 is the scariest and darkest of the trilogy so far." Hearing those words from Leone himself is an omen to say the least. Will it all ring true when Terrifier 3 hits theaters this holiday season? Rest assured, we'll be here to discuss all aspects of the gory madness when it finally drops.